A big change is coming to Canadian security markets. Starting in late May, Canadian securities will be moving to a standard trade settlement cycle of T+1, which means that trades will be settled the following day as opposed to the current standard of 2 days. Well, a technical change and one that many Canadians might not be aware of, it does represent a big shift in the world of trading. And joining us now to unpack this is Brendan Caldwell, Director of Caldwell Sales Unlimited, Securities Limited. Brendan, thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you. Wonderful to be here.
Now, Brendan, we have heard some buzz about T+1 in the investments industry. Would you please explain what it is and why we need to pay attention to it?
Well, okay, it's going to be a little inside baseball, Theresa, so bear with me just a moment. But when I was just a young pup in this industry, and for time immemorial, going back to, I think, the 19th century, if you bought a stock on a Monday, you actually paid for it 5 business days later. So in a normal week, the following Monday. So you bought it on a Monday, it settled 5 days later, T+5. And this 19th century system has got faster and faster at a glacial pace with 20th and then 21st century technology. So it became T+3. So you bought it on a Wednesday, it settled on a Thursday, or bought it on Monday, it settled on a Thursday. Then T+2, you bought it on a Monday, it settled on a Wednesday. And now we're all the way up to 1-day settlement. So you buy it on a Monday, it settles on a Tuesday. So whether you're talking stocks or mutual funds, and whether you're talking here in Canada or south of the border, it means that if you're buying something, you got to pay for it the next day, whereas it used to be a week. And if you're selling something, it means you get your money within a day, which all seems very much like progress, except you think about how quick most transactions are, and you wonder why the securities business is still using a 19th century system, albeit powered by 21st century technology.
But with all the blockchain technology, why do we still have T+1?
You make an excellent point. Why can you do all kinds of transfers and electronic payments almost real time in most any other area, or certainly increasing number of areas, and yet stock trades are the next day? Well, it's really because so much money, time, and effort has been invested in the legacy infrastructure. The benefits to customers of going to T+1 is what I alluded to. You get your money the next day, which is great. The benefit for the investment industry is that there's less risk. Rather than arranging a purchase on a Monday and then having to wait 5 days or 3 days or 2 days, it means that I'll actually get paid the very next day, which helps considerably when you're talking about money that needs to be, generally speaking, borrowed in order to make the settlement. It's one less day of borrowing. But there's a whole legacy infrastructure around this older next day or 5-day settlement that's only moving up into the present in very small baby steps.
Now, I've noticed that you can purchase anything online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, except for stocks. When will we be able to buy and sell stock trade 24 hours a day?
Well, the question is perhaps, was this a good idea? But yes, it's inevitably coming. You mean on eBay or any of the bid sites, you can buy, a pair of slippers or whatever you want to buy. Amazon, literally 24 hours. But with stocks, there are set trading times. Normal market hours are from 9:30 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and there's some pre-market trading and post-market trading, but in very little overnight. There's a company that we're invested in through Urbana Corporation called Blue Ocean that does enable the trading in U.S. stocks between 8 at night Eastern time and 4 in the morning. So some of the big interactive brokers and Robinhood, some of the big discount brokerage firms have tapped into Blue Ocean to enable their clients to trade effectively 24 hours. Again, whether this is a good idea or not remains to be seen.
Now, we just have under a minute left, but how do you feel about all of the changes that are happening regarding trading settlement and the future of trading?
Well, I think anything that makes it easier for the individual investor to be involved in the securities markets, in the stock market, I think is a good thing. I believe that stock markets are the most profoundly democratic institution the Western world has ever come up with, because it allows for the free expression of capital. If somebody has a good business idea and it's a public company, whether that person's Elon Musk or, God rest his soul, Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg or whoever, you can put your money into their company and participate in their success. And I think that's an excellent thing. And it's really led to both economic progress, but also the development of a middle class, because with a stock market, everybody has the chance to benefit from the growth of the best economic ideas. So anything that makes it easier, and I think these moves to T+1 and 24-hour trading will make it easier, should be a good thing for investors.
Brendan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.